is 10:18 p.m. right now. It's the 12th of February. It's 2016 and it's Friday. I'm John. Thanks for tuning in. Now, loving your black trans man. This is a topic I don't see a lot like on the web. Not really. Yeah, I really don't. Not specifics as far as loving your black trans man. Now, why is it black specific? Obviously, because I'm a black guy. I would like love as a black guy, and to be honest, because I have a pair of eyes and I happen to notice certain things throughout the world. Especially type of world, world quotation marks, basically what I see when I step outside my door, like what I see around where I live and what I hear from around the block, from around streets and everything like that, from around other people who represent, their different places from all different ranges of the world. So that's what I mean, like when I say the world. No, I haven't been everywhere. Like I don't have the world in my hands. You know what I'm saying? I can't say, you know, I know what's going on in Asia, but as far as the black man, I know when I step outside my door and see and walking around wherever I happen to be walking around, and what I see as far as the black man, and we don't get much love. We don't have much love or respect handed to us. And when you're trans, you certainly don't get a lot of respect. I just got to be the one to step up and actually say that we don't get a lot of love and respect or a lot of acknowledgement. That's the word. When you're not even noticed, when you're not even seen, of course you're not going to be noticed enough to have respect handed to you. You know what I'm saying? Like to have love handed to you. Decency, you know what I'm saying, handed to you. You're not, if you're not noticed, in other words, acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? This is like, we're part of a community that's really just brushed off, and well, people just kind of want to try to act like we don't exist or whatever. And there's a part of me right now that, even just saying that, there's a part of me, like I said, I have so many different views of things. So many different, you can give me a topic and there are like 18 different ways I see it. That's how my brain works. Even with just saying that about the trans community or whatever, there's a part of me that says, I get it. Like, I get why people act like that. Anyway, I guess you could call it transphobic or whatever. It's just another one of my views. But as far as loving your black trans man, this is what I would like. This is one view. Definitely, you have to, and with this, what I'm going to say now, a few months ago, I'm going to say a year ago, with what I'm going to say, I would say, that's, how can you say that? That's sexist, or, women have a place too. It's not always about the man. Men get everything. Feminism, girl power and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? So a year ago, that was me. That was like my only way of thinking. And of course, now I'm starting to think differently. So my mind's on a different track. What I'm going to say now, you know what I'm saying? I just had to make that comparison. I had to say where I came from. You know what I'm saying? How I used to be. I just had to. Because it's interesting. It's even interesting to me to just sit back and think of how much I've changed, like my mentality. Even though it's still like a new mentality as far as how I see the dynamics between most men and women today, and roles, and how roles should be. That's important. Should. Important, word to add in there. Should be between men and women. The roles men and women should have today. It's just different how my thinking has changed versus a year ago when, da-da-da-da. Anyway, getting into it. Number one, my woman has to, like if someone were to come up to me and ask, hey, what's your ideal woman? Look, you have to love me. You know what I'm saying? Like really love me, respect me. Like that's kind of given. Of course, I know a lot of people, there are a lot of blurred lines between what's really respect and love these days. And I understand that. I'm only human. I know sometimes there are blurred lines even with me sometimes, Like, do I really love you, or do I just kind of like you a little bit? Like some aspects of your personality. You know what I'm saying? I know someone out there can shake their head and agree with me. Like what's love? How do you know you really love someone besides just you lust after them, or you happen to like a few things about them, or maybe there are very few scattered things that you really, really like about them. But see, how do you know if it's love? You know what I'm saying? It's just, nah, you gotta be real. She has to love and respect me as, a, as a trans guy. I just can't be that experiment like she fucks around with like once or twice. And then, I wake up one morning, I'm expecting her to be by my side and she's just not there. Whether she left a note or not, and like she's off forever. She's off for good. I'll never see or hear from her again. You know what I'm saying? I definitely just being that experiment. Hell no. No. I'm not for that. But obviously, if I end up getting duped, it doesn't really matter what I'm for, because, you know what I'm saying, she comes and she goes when she wants to. That's kind of the thing about being duped. It's happened before, with me. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? She has to trust my judgment as a man. And that's really the sentence I was talking about when I said, I was trying to compare like a year ago how I used to be about feminism and women have a place too and sexist and all that, you know what I'm saying? So comparing that version of me, like that version of me to now, yeah, I mean, it's kind of conflicting and it's interesting how much I've shifted and everything, but who knows, I don't know, like, what will happen, like, as far as my views, as far as, like, the dynamics and the roles of men and women, like, tomorrow or 5 months from now, I don't know, but I know that it's this way right now. And if I end up changing, at least it'll be interesting again to look back and just think how I used to think differently. If somehow, somewhat, somewhere, somehow, my mind ends up changing again. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Just like before, when I only thought on one track. It'll be interesting if it happens to shifts. I don't know, but I do know that she has to trust my judgment as a man. You know what I'm saying? She can't be one of those girls who's okay, simple scenario, right? We're on our way. We're driving somewhere. My girl in the passenger seat, she's sitting beside me. I'm driving. She's like, honey, are you sure like where we're going? That's kind of like, that is annoyance to me. You need to be able to trust my judgment as a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm your man. You know what I'm saying? I'm your man and you're my woman. You basically given me permission to put yourself in my care. You know what I'm saying? And simply just because of my role in this world as a man, a woman is in my care. If you're my woman, you are in my care. I am entitled to certain things of you. I guess it's like the simplest way to put it. That's how I feel. Like I said right now, because how my mind's been changing and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost insulting if you really think that by questioning my judgment, why I want this, why we're going here, you think it's the other way, or you think I shouldn't be doing this, you think I should have eaten this today instead of that. You know what I'm saying? It just you think we're going the wrong way. Well, how about you sit back and let me do my thing? Because I guarantee you there's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. And a woman who keeps questioning me, well, why? Really? Are you sure? Well, okay, because I think it would be better if, well, why? Why do you want that? It shows me that it's almost, in the way it's insulting, it's like, to me, as your man, it's almost like, okay, so you really think that I must not care that much about you then? Like, you really think I'm stupid enough to put us in this harmful situation or whatever? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's insulting to me. So you need to just, as your man, and it's natural for men, we want to direct, we want to be leaders. That's just, it's natural. It's natural. We want to lead. We want to direct. We're leaders. You know what I'm saying? And you've entrusted me again, because you're my woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm your man. You've entrusted certain like unspoken guidelines or whatever that we have, that you're willing, and you almost allow me to guide you, to help guide you here and there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm gonna like wipe your ass for you or like do everything for you. I'm not saying it's like, you have to come and ask, hey, can I get something to eat? Can I use the bathroom? No, I'm not saying that. But as your man, you see, like, you have to trust my judgment, allow me to lead. Cause like I said, there's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why I ate. Like, why I ate, what I ate. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why I do what I do. And I don't need to be questioned on it. Or, like, feel like you're my mother or something, you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to correct me and then, take this away and steer me over here when I don't need to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm handling my business. I'm handling business as a man. I know what I'm doing. When, what, where, and why. I know what I'm doing. Whatever the circumstance may be. Whether it's what, whether it's where, or whether it's why, whether it's how. Honey, I know. I'm not doing it for no reason. You see what I'm saying? And also, it's important to say, like, having a dick doesn't make you a man. Being 18 doesn't make you a man. Having sex doesn't make you a man. Having your first drink, or drinking a lot even, doesn't make you your first man. I know they're like American, like little idioms and customs we have here in the States. Having like an 8-inch dick makes you a man, or having a 10-inch. You know what I'm saying? No. What makes you a man, it defines, well, it depends like on your character and also what you have up here. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing, like with my woman, she needs to understand that I am man enough. Not by the size of my package, not by how much I can lift. It doesn't mean like lifting. No, not by my job status, by my financial status. You know what I'm saying? No. But as my woman, you need to understand. You need to understand that I am man enough up here. You see what I'm saying? Since, like I said, since you have basically bestowed me the power to somewhat guide you in some way, because like I said, I'm your man, you're my woman. We're together, we are one. We're a unit, you know what I'm saying? We're together on this. Whatever we're doing, we need to be together. Together, that means I rely on you, you rely on me. But see, like I said, since we're basically together, since you're my woman and I'm your man, you depend on me for certain things, I depend on you for certain things. You know what I'm saying? We need to work like a system, you see, because you need to trust, and this is where it comes in. A woman needs to trust my judgment as a man. I can't have you questioning, oh, why? Are you sure? Well, where are we going? I just don't understand. Look, honey, I'm doing what I'm doing for a reason. And if you do not think that I'm man enough, and here, in other words, smart enough, like I said, having, an 8-inch dick or whatever does not make you a man. Having your, as a water bottle, having like your first drink, getting tipsy or whatever, getting, drunk like a jackass does not make you a man. You know what I'm saying? How much you can lift doesn't make you a man, no. But it also depends, it depends on your character, different things of character content, but also what you have in here. You see what I'm saying? And you need to understand, my woman would have to understand that I am man enough. In other words, smart enough to have things in check, to have a plan for myself, for us. What I'm doing, where I'm going, where I'm leading us. Because again, it's natural for men. We want to direct, we want to lead. You see what I'm saying? But how can I lead you if I'm not man enough? In other words, because being man enough, like I said, it doesn't always have to do with, I'm strong. I lift this. No, it doesn't mean how much you can lift, how long your penis is, or whatever. If you went to Harvard or if you were in the military. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I had to do like that whole. You know what I'm saying? I had to play it up. No. Since we want to direct and lead, we have to have a sense of this. You see what I'm saying? We have to have a sense of mind, a sense of intelligence. But I notice, and again, like I said, I don't have the world in my hands. See, but I notice just when I step outside and see, when I go and walk around the block or wherever I'm at, like wherever I happen to be, it's like most of these men, they're men. Most of these guys, they're not real men because I notice they don't have a lot up here going for them. You see. And if they don't have a lot going up here for them, they can't lead. They can't direct. Perfect example, they can't even direct their own lives because they don't know what they're doing. Again, they don't have a plan. They don't have enough intelligence up here for what they're doing for themselves. Yet alone, how are they going to try to have a woman by their side and try to help and guide them? Harness and protect their woman and steer them in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? So my woman needs to be able to trust my judgment and my intelligence level more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because without this, it doesn't, like I said, all those stupid little idioms and customs, like American customs we have of, you're a man after you've had sex. You're a man if you drink a lot, if you've had your first drink period, or if you get a lot of women, quote, get, property, as in like their property, right? Women are property. No, if you basically have sex with like a lot of women, no, I mean, come on. You can't do anything without this to begin with, you know what I'm saying? You know, the 120 pounds you can lift or squat, bench press, whatever. Without this, you wouldn't even be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? Without this, you can't do anything. So my man, heck, no, I'm not into men, but my woman, not shaming any guys who are, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, do your thing. It's all you. You know, you're not hurting me. Not really. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Do you. Gotta be real, you know, to yourself included. But my woman needs to be able to trust my judgment as her man. Really. Trust that I'm intelligent enough not only to carry my own self and know what I'm doing, where I'm going, but also if I'm with you, baby, you need to understand that I'm intelligent enough, in other words, man enough, to have you, to carry you as well, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't have a woman if I'm not able, intelligent enough, man enough to carry myself. You see what I'm saying? But in order to have that, I gotta have this. And this more than anything, like I said, if this doesn't work, you can't do anything. And all those stupid little customs like, you know, having your first drink or being able to, you know, fuck as many women or whatever, or lifting like 150 pounds and squatting this and that, or, you know, your how much money you have, all that is useless without this, because without this, you wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't be capable of being able to do any of that. So my woman needs to be able to trust my judgment more than anything as a man. Sit back and let me lead like I intend to do anyway, naturally, biologically as a man.